friends. I hope that you are well. I hope you're having a great day. We are having a fabulous Sunday here up in New York State. And like I said, I hope you're having a great Sunday wherever you may be. So, that being said, I am happy to be here to help you, to guide you, to give you information on anything you may need while you're planning your trip. Today, we are going to be focusing on Magic Kingdom Space Mountain and the challenges of like mobility and special needs concerns that you may want to know before you plan to go on this ride. Again, this is all based off from my experience, my family's experience. Everyone has different experiences and different needs. And if you have any specific questions that you think I might be able to help you answer, please feel free to comment below and I will write back to you as soon as I can. Also, if you could please like and subscribe, that would be completely wonderful and would make my heart a little happier knowing that I'm able to help you out in some way. So, that being said, Space Mountain. Now, this is Space Mountain in Disney World, not Disneyland. The two rides, loading procedures, and just their procedures on how they load individuals in wheelchairs are completely different. So know that if you're going to Disneyland, you're going to want to look up a different video for that. This is Disney World. So Disney World's Space Mountain is what we are focusing on. Space Mountain is one of those rides that when everyone thinks of Disney World, they do think of it as kind of up there with Small World. So it's not an original ride, but pretty close to it. That being said, it kind of looks like if you were to put a bowl upside down, like on your table, as you're walking through it, like a white colored bowl, maybe a futuristic white colored bowl. As you are going towards it, it's going to be in Tomorrowland. And you enter in the normal entrance. Now, back in the day, meaning back when I was little, if you had a chair, you would enter at the exit. My father had I remember it very vividly. I was like 12 years old. And my dad had an electric scooter, we called it, but an electric wheelchair. And we actually entered at the exit and loaded back there. That is not how they handle things now. If they do happen for some reason to do that with you, that is not the norm anymore, but that used to be the norm way back then. So, little insight here. Things do change, so just be aware of that. Again, this is based off of my family's experience, so our experiences could be very different from someone else's, but it just gives you kind of a guide, right? So when you go into the queue of Space Mountain, first thing you need to be prepared for is that push chairs you can bring right in and right through the queue. If you have an electric chair, they will ask for you to transfer into a push chair. So know that. Just be aware of that. Be ready for that. This is an intense ride. What I mean by intense, before we even address that queue, is that it's mostly in the dark. So if you're afraid of the dark, if someone in your party is afraid of the dark, if you're a person that you do well on roller coasters, but not being able to see where you go while you're on a roller coaster does not work for you, then this is not the ride for you. It does not go upside down. It is like, my mother would call it a wild mouse ride, where it's like a roller coaster that zips and turns and a lot of like quick, like jarring sort of like movements. It sort of killed my back, to be honest with you, just for some random knowledge. So that being said, be mindful that it's going to whip you around. It is bouncy. It is not a smooth ride. Okay? It's supposed to give you the idea of launching off into space and going through the orbit and being in a spaceship. It is not, if that is what going in a spaceship's like, it's not a smooth ride. Okay? Just be aware of that. It doesn't mean it's not fun. It's just not smooth. And it's in the dark. And there are flashing lights. When you, at the beginning, when you're going to take off, it has this pulsating, flashing, and then as you're getting closer, like, I hate that my hand's doing that because that could probably make someone's, like, eyes go crazy. it goes faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. If you have a light sensitivity, a strobe sensitivity, if they could set off migraines, headaches, seizures, or even some kind of anxiety, this may not be the ride for you. It is not throughout the ride, but it does happen, I believe, twice in the ride. And it's enough where it could set off a headache easily, if not more than that. So just be mindful of that, because you're well into the one, it's close to the beginning, but the other one you might think you're through, and it's, again, will happen again. When you're in the dark, there are like asteroids and things that fly by, but you are primarily in the dark for most of the ride. That being said, back to the queue. I just needed to cover that it's intense and that there's strobing lights, because those are things that, like, I think everyone needs to know right up front. So that you hear that, and if that doesn't bother you, then keep listening. So that being said, the queue is very steep. It does go at quite a high angle, because this coaster sort of like doesn't start at the top, but it starts kind of high up and then it goes higher and comes back down and stuff. So that being said, you need to have your brakes handy, because it is steep. The ramp is steep, and it's not just up, up, up. It goes down and then goes back up, right? So my advice is to have someone there just manning your chair if you need that, because it is steep and you will roll if you're not ready for it. That being said, you'll get up after this whole steep queue. And the queue itself is just very, very long. It's like the never-ending queue. It goes on and on and on. Yes, this is the queue that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. So that being said, the queue is long. To get onto the ride itself, this is a lot like Splash Mountain. The vehicles are very close to the ground. There is no transfer board. There is no side opening and you being able to transfer right in from your chair. This is before those times. So they created it well before that was even thought of, unfortunately. However, just some possible suggestions. First of all, the cast members will get you up in as close as possible with your chair. That is lovely. They are not supposed to help you transfer in, so you may need a family member to do that. Please remember, gravity is on your side getting in. It is tight quarters if you are very tall or you are a person that just needs some more space. These are kind of squishy cars, so just be mindful that the ride vehicle, if you're tall, my husband's quite tall, may not be the most comfortable ride for you. I think you just may want to be aware of that. That's all. So that being said, also when you're going from your chair down, and again, these rides are almost at ground level. So my advice would be to go from your chair and kind of like balance your butt sort of on the side of the ride vehicle, and then kind of go down in from there and bring one leg in as you're doing it, and then the other one follows. They're small little smushy spaces. No one can sit next to you. This is like one behind the other kind of ride. So the little spaceships are like 3 people and then 3 people, but it's all single file, one behind the other. So if you're a person that likes to hold someone's hand on a ride or on a roller coaster or needs someone next to them, not the ride for you probably. Just want to let you know. So that being said, like I said, gravity is on your side for the transfer in, similar to Splash Mountain. Space and Splash have very similar challenges. So again, you ride the ride. It's bumpy, it's bouncy, there's flashing lights. It's a roller coaster. You get to the end, there will be a cast member there with your chair. They will bring it right up for you. You do not need to worry about that. The getting out is tricky. Again, upper body strength, I would say, or someone to help get you up. And again, you could probably balance your butt sort of on the side of the vehicle and then swing your legs up over, and someone will have to help you in your chair. Cast members aren't supposed to help you in your chair. Doesn't mean they won't, but they're not supposed to. So don't rely on them being able to help you. That being said, like I said, you can bring that chair right up as close as possible. But again, you're going to be ground level. So make sure the people that are with you can help you up, or make sure that you have the body strength to be able to push yourself up. That's very important to just be mindful of that and aware of that. When it comes to leaving the ride, again, you're just going to want to have someone manning your chair for you if you are in a push chair. Just be mindful that, again, there's ramps going down, there's a moving walkway. You don't want to have someone not holding on to it because you don't want to have any issues with any of that. So that being said, it is doable for a lot of people, but you just need to be mindful about what the challenges of the ride are and if it's going to work for you, really, in the end. Is it a cool ride? Yes. Is it an old ride? Yes. Can that be a bit of a challenge for transferring? Unfortunately, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't. You have to gauge that on your, but like, you have to just take your own personal situation into account. So I hope this was helpful. And again, if you have any questions, need any more information, I am here to help you. And I hope you have a great day. And my hope is that I'm going to do a few videos this week. So keep your eyes peeled. And I will talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye. Have a great day and have a wonderful week ahead. All right, bye-bye.